everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Broncos are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Raiders defense that will need to be at the top of its game. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. We're set now on 2nd down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
Shreds the tackle. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Come on, let's go.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team. And that's exactly what we just saw.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. This is Booker on the dump off. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fresh set of downs here. Kaepernick now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance. because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Walford in motion, the tight end. Second down, Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go. What? None. What? Flex round.
On third down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. His pass caught at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They come out here in the eye. Offense looks to punch it, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Broncos.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
Here's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. Next round.
In motion left goes a tight end. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
In motion left goes Moncrief. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Grind 38. Grind
Play action now. Brissett completes it to Moncrief left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. In motion left goes Moncrief. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you got to figure out how to move him. And most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move him to one side or the other. And when they're able to do that successfully, as just happened here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
Cooper will come in motion right. They go to Johnson again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Here we go.
Play fake. Brissett. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A second down throw for Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Brissett. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Hey, 91! 91!
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aldon Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go! 1, 9, 1!
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get 1st downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They come out here in the eye.
91! 91!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and 10, Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And now here's a carry heading left. Cutback, left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Screenplay, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Seven yards to go on second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. We're set now on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down.
Let's go. Wide, nothing.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Dante Moncrief as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a cutback, right sideline. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it right side to Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go here on second down.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Throwing, Brissett, and that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
They're going to try and throw. And that's complete to Wolford. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 7. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They come up in an offset eye. Brissett on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw again. Brissett completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Second down, Brissett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Moncrief, the man in motion right. On third down, Brissett dumping it off for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ohio! Here we go! What?
Brissett now on 2nd down. And incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now Brissett. Open man is Holmes. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What?
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 3rd down.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a 2nd shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go!
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Brissett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their big tight end with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His 1st miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. A quick throw here, that's complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. Now, Kaepernick again. His throw incomplete. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett to throw on 1st. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Halfback sent in motion.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the slot man goes in motion left. Brissett. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Kaepernick now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Kaepernick to throw again. Green's got it over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They come out here in the eye. The slot man in motion right. They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here we go. 190.
2nd down, Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the side...
Punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Running it with their receiver, Cooper. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action now. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And the back goes into motion. It's third and long for Brissett. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
91. Kill.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. And the D looking like they may blitz. Kaepernick now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's Kaepernick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Kaepernick looking to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just...
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Walford in motion, the tight end. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it'll bring up third down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Come on, let's go.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
10 yards still left on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.